am Prince Solomon, and yes, you are now into the hip-hop zone, right? No, seriously, here's the thing. I just had a chance to listen to Kendrick Lamar, The Heart, Part 4. Oh, isn't that so sweet? The Heart, Part 4.
I have to say this with all of my heart, all of my soul, all of my mind, anything that I can say. I'm transcending time. I'm the man of the hour, the man.
Yes, Mr. Kendrick Lamar, easily by far, comparatively, when it comes to the mainstream music scene, he is definitely the illest rapper. Now, I know people like to go back and say, yo, bro, what about Papoose? Look, Papoose is dope. We talking about, that's kind of like that underground territory, man. Come on, quit playing. Stop bullshit, man. Come on. Now, we talking about actual mainstream rapper. We could say J. Cole is definitely a close second. I mean, some people may disagree. But anyway, my point is this, though. I had a chance to listen to The Heart Part 4. Folks, this is very serious. I want you to listen here. This is a very urgent message. Those such as a Big Sean and Mr. Drake, please, this is a warning. Consider yourself as a rapper. Consider yourself in the mainstream media. How exactly do you want to approach the situation? Are you going to delegate behind the scene? Because Kendrick Lamar already said in the second verse, he said basically, my fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. Your whole little shit. Now, which shit is little to Kendrick Lamar? Is he talking about Big Sean's little shit? Because he would be the little shit. And then on the flip side, you have Drake. Is that what he's considering little shit? Because Drake does have this huge campaign that's going for him. It's been working for him extremely well. But what exactly is he talking about? And Mr. Kendrick Lamar continues, I'll big pun your punk ass. You a scared little bitch. I'm going to be honest with you. There was a couple contenders that came through my mind. I initially was thinking about Mr. J Electronica. Not so sure if he would actually respond to him on this level, but it's still not above Kendrick Lamar because J Electronica has been cutting up. Had to do a little research and saw that J Electronica did concede and apologize for his diss records to Kendrick Lamar. However, though, Kendrick Lamar still states, tiptoeing around my name, nigga, you lame. And when I get at you, homie, don't you just tell me I was just playing. Okay, so look, still hypothetical, still not above getting J Electronica. Art of War, I just washed his ass just cuz in the process. However, though, Big Sean was coming across a little bit more aggressive with no interviews. Big Sean was like, look, I'm tired of everybody saying that, I'm not even in the contender. Big Sean, that is. He has that sleepy time flow.
I'm better than everybody that's trying to be better than everybody.
You can't be better than everybody. That is exactly better than everybody with lines like that. And if you all recall, Big Sean was taking some jabs, subliminals, because everybody's proud of subliminals, because I am reading some of the comments. Big Sean took a jab subliminally at Mr. Kendrick Lamar on no interviews when he said, and I can't lie, like I like this shit, like I usually do. I'm just not impressed by you niggas rapping fast. You sounding like one big asthma attack, but trash. When I'm rapping it back, who you put in your top 5 and claim they the savior of rap? Now, here's my thing about this. I see there are some staunch Big Sean fans. I see that you're actually changing the wording around. Some of you all said, no, my boy wasn't talking like that. No, he wasn't talking like that. Nah. Look, we've been dealing in subliminals for the past couple of days because of Mr. Drizzy Drake himself, More Life. Everybody was a motherfucking interpreter for Drake. People was interpreting his subliminals in English, Spanish, and Latin. Everybody knew who exactly he was talking about. Now, all of a sudden, when it's Mr. Big Sean, people are saying, that don't mean it. Who else would people consider a fast rapping ass nigga mainstream rise? And it was a nice little jab. He says, you sound like one big asthma attack. Asthma attack. Asthma attack. And then Kendrick responds with The Heart, Part 4. Come on, man. Come on. Look like Big Sean may actually get that fucking workout to rake his sleepy time ass flow up. And it'll be nice. I will say on this time around, though, with tracks like Bounce Back and No Interview, and I had a chance to check out the album itself, he definitely sounds like he has more life in him. But it's unfortunate that Drake did swagger jack the fuck out of the flow and worked it a little better, a lot better actually. And now Big Sean is seen as the poor man's Drake, and that's very sad. Now, on the flip side, Mr. Drizzy Drake. I did a video yesterday And I was talking about basically how people have not been able to level Drake. And I still stand by that statement. Of course, that is prior this situation here, because initially Drake was in danger of getting railroaded by Kendrick Lamar, as we saw with the BET Cypher. You know, I rock a sensitive ass rapper back in his pajamas. You know, that line was very funny and clever. And Drake wasn't exactly able to handle that. You know, he did some subliminals though. Now we have to keep in mind Drake did respond, because people are trying to make it seem like Drake is just this bitch boy. And here's the thing about it. Drake does subliminals. I brought that up continuously and repetitively in that video for a specific reason. He does respond back to motherfuckers, but you have to listen. So, for instance, when Drake did respond to Kendrick Lamar, he gave Kendrick Lamar a very healthy subliminal verse on Future's Shit, the remix with Juicy J. If you listen to it, it was a very decent response. He didn't say the boy's name. So Kendrick Lamar just responded directly, indirectly though. So they have been having this weird Cold War, then it would stop, it would cease, and it would dissipate. That's why when I made my video, I said for the most part, it seemed like Drake had politic behind the scenes. It seemed like Kendrick Lamar and Drake were kind of, for the most part, on respectable terms. Interestingly enough, prior to the record. So Kendrick Lamar continues on this damn second healthy ass meaty verse. This was a steroid ass verse. That's what the fuck it was. That was too much. Kendrick Lamar was greedy with the meat. He was greedy with the airtime on the damn microphone. So towards the end of the verse, this is where you see it kind of tailored towards Drake. Because some people, they're like, yo, who you talking about? But you think about it now. He says, basically, hope Jay-Z is Hall of Fame. Sit your punk ass down. Now, here's the thing. You know he's not talking about Big Sean. Big Sean never said shit about Jay-Z. Big Sean, for the most part, has been a very neutral cat. Just this last time around, he was getting a little irritated, antsy. He got tired of people saying, you know, he's got a sleepy time flow, which he does. A nice heap, I would say 2 teaspoons of Big Sean's flow, along with some baking soda and some sugar, will put your ass right to sleep. But Big Sean was just asserting himself. He says, look, you guys are not going to wash me over. I exist. So no interviews was a shot at Kendrick Lamar. And it was a nice song. I'm not going to take that from him. That album, he sounds more healthy and happier than ever. But he never took a shot at Jay-Z. In fact, he's one of the types, he respects these legends. He's not going to cross that line, right? He brought Eminem out in Detroit. He loves the hip hop culture. I got to give it to Big Sean. He knows his hip hop. I respect that about him. So that's why I X him out of the situation. However, though, we know who's been extremely snotty about Jay-Z. We know who's had a Cold War with Jay-Z. We know who Jay-Z has taken shots at. This is a very interesting turn of events. And remember what I stated before some of you Negroes get to cutting up. Remember what did I state in my previous video? I says, look, if there's anybody who has the ability to knock a Drake off or level him, it would be a Jay-Z. And I said one of the things that Jay-Z has is that pop culture influence. And by that pop cultural influence trickles down to somebody that's a lyrical titan himself, like a Kendrick Lamar. Come on, man. He's stepping forward. He said, Jay-Z, a legend. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. And that's what he did. So we know in that sense that Jay-Z and Drake have been going at it. And then now Kendrick Lamar is basically saying, oh, so you're not above rapping. He says that for a reason, right? He says, so that means you ain't bigger than rapping. Remember now, because of the Meek Mill situation, Drake basically is like, I'm asserting myself in a different lane. I'm a pop star. I'm a pop icon. He says, I don't look at these other rappers. I'm thinking on the level of Michael Jackson. Remember, that was a recent interview that Drake had. So he was basically saying, fuck rap. And I'm above the shit. Come on, man. My name's global. And he's right. His name is global. His brand is global. So I saw him making that move. I said, okay, yeah, that's a respectable move. However, though, Drake has been dancing back and forth, bragging about, for the most part, what he's been through in the rap game and waving his flag and even flexing on a couple niggas in the industry like he's a battle-tested rapper. Back-to-back does count as a battle, and yes, you will give that to him. And then if you want to incorporate his subliminals, some people may say yes. But when you say battle-tested rapper, there are some cats like Jadakiss, like Nas. There are cats like even LL Cool J. When you say battle-tested rapper, some of these guys have several opponents that get just as busy as a Kendrick Lamar. And we haven't seen the opponent versus Drake. We haven't seen that type of lyrical consistency in his opponent when it comes to Drake, like we've seen some of these other guys that have the right to say, I am a battle-tested rapper. All right, so we'll see what takes place. Now, prior to this situation, as I stated before, yes, Jay-Z was the one that had the opportunity and still the possibility of leveling a Drake. And it looks like it still is, that is the case, you know, by way of his influence, as I stated before, his pop cultural influence to motivate cats like Kendrick Lamar to take up for Jay-Z as a sign of like, yo, respect this dudes, respect this nigga. Just like when Meek Mill came out and he said the same thing. Jay-Z a legend, who the fuck are you, Drake? So now we can go ahead and add Mr. Kendrick Lamar to the list. Yes, and it would be a very dangerous situation if this little motherfucking 5'4" Energizer Bunny is not able to have a muzzle put back on his face. Because you got to remember now, Kendrick Lamar has been erupting slowly. He's been bubbling like a fucking volcano. But every time he gets cracking, people put the muzzle on him. Like, dog, sit down.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down, make another classic, bang it out.
That's the type of person he is. But now, if he continues on this consistency, yes, Drake's ass is in trouble. Again, we have to keep in mind, Kendrick Lamar does have very strong influence in the industry. We can be real. He had basically resuscitated that type of MC, that brand of MC where you had people follow in his footsteps. People do look at Kendrick Lamar like a fucking god in rap music. Deservingly so. Very consistent catalog, by far one of the strongest catalogs out of his class of MC. So again, it sounds like Kendrick Lamar splash Big Sean. Sound like he also may have splashed Jay Electronica, and it does for sure certainly sound like he's shaking Drake up again. Baby, I'm back in you again. You running around here bragging about your Mo life and talking about who you dealt with. Deal with me.
Deal with me, nigga. Canada Dry. I'm talking to you.
Anyway, folks, leave the comment below. Tell me, what do you think about this situation? How do you feel about it? And where do you see it going? And do you think, for the most part, Kendrick Lamar may level Drake? Is Kendrick Lamar Triple G to Drake's Floyd Mayweather? This is your boy Prince motherfucking Solomon. Leave your goddamn comments in the section below. Please spell the shit correctly too. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck some people are saying. Literacy people, I'm out one.
Speak your speech, nigga. Speak your speech, nigga. Speak your speech.